Imagine for a moment that there's an unseen muscle within you, invisible to the eye, which, when activated, has the power to transform your energy, perception, and how you connect with the universe. This muscle doesn't grow stronger from weightlifting or physical workouts. Instead, it awakens through simple intention, heightened awareness, and the quiet whispers of your soul. Now, think about how many times you've experienced a shift in the atmosphere of a room without a logical explanation. Have you ever noticed that your mere presence seems to either raise or calm the energy of those around you? That's no coincidence. It's the silent action of an inner force that only a few people are aware of, and even fewer know how to activate on purpose. Today, I'll take you on a journey to explore one of the oldest and most closely guarded secrets from mystical traditions, the invisible muscle that elevates your energetic frequency. This isn't a muscle in the anatomical sense, as understood by modern science, but a subtle link that connects the body, mind, and spirit, harmonizing the vital energy flowing through you. Activating this inner muscle boosts your vibrational frequency, helps you anchor into higher states of consciousness, attracts opportunities, and aligns your energy with the rhythms of the universe. This isn't just a theoretical concept. It's an invitation to an inner journey where we'll uncover ancient wisdom and forgotten practices that will allow you to awaken this power within yourself. Throughout this exploration, we'll learn what this energy muscle really is, where it resides, how ancient cultures recognized and used it to expand consciousness, and the quiet techniques you can start practicing right now to activate this subtle energy center. We'll also look at how awakening this muscle impacts your life, emotions, intuition, and your connection with the universal source. If you've ever had the intuition that your body holds more mysteries than you've been taught, or if you felt that you might be more than just flesh and mind, then what we're about to uncover will deeply resonate with you. Get ready to look within yourself with a fresh perspective, because the hidden truths are closer than you think. They wait in silence, ready to be remembered. Since the dawn of humanity, wise civilizations knew that the human body was more than just a biological machine. It was a living sanctuary filled with invisible channels through which vital force flows. The ancients didn't separate anatomy from spirit. They understood that certain areas of the physical body, when consciously activated, could resonate like strings on a cosmic instrument, connecting us to the universal energy field. In ancient India, for example, there's the concept of bandha, a Sanskrit word meaning lock or seal. Yogis used it to control the life force, prana, directing energy to higher planes. One key practice was the mula bandha, or root lock, which activated dormant energy to rise through the spine and awaken higher centers of consciousness. Though these movements may seem minimal, their impact is cosmic. In Egypt, priests guarded similar teachings, symbolized by the dijed, a stylized backbone representing stability and the flow of energy through the body. Activating this energy axis, known as the Pillar of Osiris, was believed to provide not only physical longevity, but also spiritual awakening. In rituals of resurrection, this silent activation allowed transcendence beyond the material world. In China, Taoist sages practiced Qigong and understood the existence of internal locks to refine and channel vital energy, QI, through subtle movements, conscious breathing, and meditation. These masters cultivated a powerful energy from the lower body, channeling it upwards to nourish higher spiritual centers, referring to it as the golden elixir, a symbol of spiritual enlightenment and immortality. Across cultures separated by vast distances, ancient civilizations recognized a powerful energy core within the body. When activated, it radiates balance, strength, and elevated vibration. In Western esoteric teachings, this concept resurfaced as symbols like the coiled serpent, which represents Kundalini energy, and the phrase, "Go into the interior of the earth, and by rectifying, you will find the hidden stone." The inner earth refers to the body, and the hidden stone is the energetic core, which, once awakened, leads to transformation. Despite differences in forms, languages, and cultures, timeless wisdom converges on one idea. The human being holds an invisible muscle, an energetic activation point, serving as the key between the physical and the subtle worlds. Modern science, focused on the material, has largely forgotten this truth. Yet in esoteric schools, among ancient shamans and mystical practitioners, this knowledge was never entirely lost. It simply waited for the right moment to resurface. As people today seek to raise their energy frequency, balance their electromagnetic field, and reconnect with their essence, these teachings are reappearing. The invisible muscle is not just a relic of the past. It is a vital tool for tuning into higher frequencies, awakening dormant intuition, and accessing cosmic wisdom. Understanding this concept is more than academic. It's about remembering that your body is a temple, an esoteric map in itself, and deep within you lies a portal, a lock that only you can unlock with the key of conscious awareness. This silent muscle is the guide that will lead us on our path to activation. Imagine that your body is like an ancient temple, with corridors and chambers that guard a sealed sanctuary. Within this sanctuary lies a vibrant core that not only fuels your physical vitality, but also serves as the secret antenna connecting you to the vast universe. This core in energetic anatomy is the deep pelvic muscle, often referred to as the pelvic floor or perineum. But in the energetic realm, its purpose goes far beyond any physical description. It's the foundation of your electromagnetic field, the anchor of your consciousness. Activating this hidden muscle isn't just a physical exercise. It's a way to tap into your core energy, adjusting its frequency and refining its flow. When you gently contract the perineal muscle, the area between your anus and genitals, something amazing happens. You create a lock that channels energy from your root chakra, Muladhara, upward, toward the higher levels of your energy system. It's like moving the sap of a tree from its roots to its crown, nourishing every part of your consciousness. Physically, this contraction puts slight pressure on your autonomic nervous system, stimulating the vagus nerve. This nerve connects the base of your skull to your internal organs and plays a key role in activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest, healing, and regeneration. But beyond the biology, what really happens is a shift in your life force, prana or chai, redirecting it into subtle energy channels that nourish your aura and higher perceptions. This simple, silent technique has been recognized in various traditions, each calling it by a different name, but always seeing it as a powerful act. In Tantra, it's called Mula Bandha. In Taoism, it's sealing the lower portal to store energy. And in Western mystical traditions, it's seen as activating the gate of heaven, symbolizing the flow of energy from lower centers to higher ones. The most remarkable part is that you don't need complicated poses or mantras to activate this muscle. A gentle contraction paired with conscious breathing and focused attention is all it takes. When you maintain that contraction for a few minutes, you'll notice subtle yet unmistakable changes. A warm feeling rising up your spine, a deep calm spreading through your body, an expanded awareness of your surroundings, and a heightened sense of your energy field, as if an inner antenna were being tuned. Metaphorically, activating this muscle is like lighting an inner beacon that guides your energy through the ocean of life. Just as an alchemist stokes a fire to turn base materials into gold, you ignite a subtle fire at the core of your being, transforming dense energy into higher perception. But here's the key only truly practiced initiates understand. Activation must be gentle, steady, and mindful, not forced or mechanical. If the contraction is too strong or performed mindlessly, energy either stagnates or scatters. But if done gently, as if you're tenderly handling a secret, the energy flows gracefully, raising both your physical state and spiritual vibration. In short, this invisible muscle isn't just an anatomical feature, it's the master key to unlocking ascending energy, nourishing the soul, and raising your frequency. And the best part is you can activate it at any time, while walking, meditating, or even talking quietly, without anyone noticing. It's just you and the mystery of energy, working together. Now that we've explored the basics of this invisible muscle, we move into more subtle territory, where small nuances unlock deeper understanding. This next step is a threshold. Passing through it means moving from surface knowledge to true embodied wisdom. As the ancient initiates of Eleusis taught, mysteries are not fully understood through words alone. They are realized through the soul's silent experience. Activating this muscle is not simply about flexing a muscle or doing a conscious physical exercise. It's a delicate balance of intention, perception, and energy, a process requiring both subtlety and precision. Think of a violinist tuning their instrument in a quiet room. Though it seems like a simple act, it requires deep listening and sensitivity to the slightest vibration. Similarly, this muscle responds best when your mind is calm and your spirit is aligned. One of the most misunderstood aspects is the role of subtle breath. I'm not just talking about physical breathing, but the prana, energy currents moving through your body's invisible channels. When you activate this muscle, not only are physical fibers engaged, but the flow of prana is redirected, creating a harmony between your body, energy, and mind. While the physical contraction may be gentle, the energy movement is vast, like a wave in a silent ocean. This is where many beginners get it wrong, thinking they need to force the muscle. But as the alchemists said, without subtle fire, the great work remains unfinished. Subtle fire is refined intention, attention given with care to a precise point, without stiffness or distraction. It's the balance between strength and relaxation, action and receptivity. Another key element is syncing with your body's natural rhythms and energy cycles. Many esoteric traditions suggest certain times of the day, like dawn and dusk, are more powerful for these practices. At these times, the barrier between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinner, making it easier for energy to expand into the surrounding field, raising your inner vibration and the energy you project. Finally, we can't ignore the emotional aspect. Every time you activate this energy center, you not only stir up neutral energy, but you might also uncover old memories, tensions, or blockages deep within your psyche. This is why it's important to practice with compassion and self-awareness, like an archaeologist carefully digging for hidden treasures. As you continue, you'll notice a cumulative effect. Your vital energy increases, your intuition sharpens, your perception expands, and you start to magnetize the world around you. People who didn't notice your energy before will now be drawn to it. Opportunities will align more easily, and conflicts will dissolve like mist under the sun. When your frequency rises, the universe responds in kind. In short, mastering these nuances is like learning to play a cosmic harp. At first, it may seem like an esoteric practice, but with consistent effort, it becomes a natural skill that transforms your daily life into an expression of energetic beauty. Now, with these insights shared, you're ready to move from understanding the theory to experiencing it in your everyday life. In the next section, we'll explore how to apply this knowledge practically. After learning about the invisible muscle, the key to raising your energy frequency, it's time to turn this theory into real-life practice. As ancient sages taught, true power isn't found in occasional rituals, but in the consistent daily practice. Activating this energy center shouldn't be a one-time thing that you only do during meditation. It's an attitude of being present that should flow through all parts of your life. The first tip is to practice micro-activation. You don't need to wait for a quiet retreat or a moment of total silence to gently activate the perineal muscle. You can do it subtly while driving, walking, working, or even chatting with someone. The goal isn't to force a strong contraction, but to think of it like a gentle touch, a reminder that you're in charge of your own energy. Every time you activate this center, you're sending a message to your energetic field that you want to keep your vibration high and steady. The second tip is to synchronize activation with conscious breathing. Breathing bridges the visible and the invisible. As you inhale deeply and slowly while activating the muscle, imagine drawing energy from the earth and sending it to your core. As you exhale, visualize that energy expanding gently through your aura, clearing and nourishing every cell. This sync between breath and muscle activation turns your body into a cosmic antenna, aligned and open. The third tip is to practice with elevated intention. Energy follows your thoughts. If your mind is restless or your emotions are heavy, the vibration you create will be limited. So each time you activate this muscle, pair it with a clear intention: peace, love, clarity, expansion, or any higher state you want to anchor. Mystics have said that even a simple, sustained contraction with pure intention can transform more than 1,000 empty actions. The fourth tip is to observe the subtle signs. With time and consistent practice, you'll start to notice changes in your perception. More vivid dreams, stronger intuition, sensations of warmth or vibration in your spine, or an overall sense of calm. Don't chase these signs eagerly, but note how your experiences shift. Each small change is proof that you're opening the gates to your inner energy. Lastly, the fifth tip is silent gratitude. After finishing your practice, whether short or long, take a moment to be thankful. Thank your body for being the vessel for this energy. Thank your mind for cooperating, and thank the mystery for revealing these ancient secrets to you. Gratitude seals the practice and amplifies its effect, like an alchemist's final touch that transforms base materials into gold. Remember, the invisible muscle is both the lock and the key, the door and the path. Integrating it into your daily life doesn't just raise your energy frequency, it also brings you back to your inner power, where your soul reigns with wisdom and balance. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered a secret that has been hidden in the pages of esoteric traditions and mystical practices. The existence of an invisible muscle that, when activated, raises our energy and reconnects us to the subtle planes of existence. Now you know this isn't just a metaphor or an anatomical idea. It's a real bridge between matter and spirit, between what we can see and the invisible forces around us. We've explored its origins, how ancient civilizations from yogis in India to initiates in Egypt recognized its power under different names and symbols. They all shared the same belief. Within our body is a power center capable of transforming energy into vibrant frequency. We've also looked at how this muscle works, how it affects our energy field, and how its activation can bring noticeable changes in our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. Through examples, analogies, and practices, we've shown that this ability isn't just for ascetics or advanced practitioners. It's a natural power available to anyone who's ready to evolve consciously. But beyond the technical details, The real essence of this journey is realizing that activating the invisible muscle is a living symbol of spiritual awakening. Just as this subtle center, invisible to the eye, sustains and regulates vital flows, our invisible intentions shape the world around us. What happens in the unseen world always shows up in the visible world, a principle summed up by the phrase, "As above, so below, as within, so without." I invite you to make this practice a daily return to your inner power. Don't just stand by and watch life happen. Be the architect of your own frequency. Every time you activate this center, you're shaping the highest version of yourself. Remember, the true spiritual journey isn't about escaping the world or gathering abstract knowledge. It's about lighting the torch of awareness in your everyday life. And this invisible muscle is that quiet but powerful torch. If this knowledge resonates with you, don't let it fade away. Practice it, observe it, and see how the doors to deeper mystery open one by one. And when you experience the benefits of this activation, greater peace, sharper intuition, clearer and more expansive energy, share it with others. After all, when light is shared, it only multiplies. With that, I thank you for joining me on this journey. I encourage you to reflect on what you've learned and ask yourself, are you ready to master your own vibration with quiet strength?